So I was talking to some family members the other day and over the weekend actually, and apparently we're going into another shutdown, right? Well, according to them in their states, apparently the state of New York in particular is experiencing like kind of like a semi version of a shutdown before the actual shutdown comes into play. Now, mind you, it's real funny because all of this is happening right before the holiday season. Black Friday, Thanksgiving, people traveling, going to meet with their friends, their families. People usually celebrate there's a lot of money that's made around this time. And right now it seems like New York and many other states, you know, are are experiencing like a coronavirus uptick, right? The cases are rising and so is the deaths, and it's like hold on, like the last couple months it's been declining. It's almost flatline. Like you almost didn't hear about it, ever since the whole George Floyd thing came about. you know that's when you thought, well, the cases were gonna spike, right? Because people were protesting, rioting in the streets, fighting, cops fighting protesters, and they didn't have masks on, and but you didn't even like hear about it. As a matter of fact, you heard that there was a decline in cases, and you heard there was a decline in deaths, and now all of a sudden, it's on the rise again. Just how convenient. Right before the holidays, it's on the rise, and we're going back. It seems like we're slowly heading towards another shutdown. And a lot of people are getting frustrated. That and rightfully so. Like, wouldn't you be frustrated? Aren't you a little frustrated? And the reason why they're doing this, deliberately, is because, a lot of people want things to go back to normal. But what people don't understand is that things are never going back to normal. Like the life that we knew, the life that we grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2010s, right? 2000s. That life is something of a past. Like the world is changing right before our eyes, whether we know it or like it or not, right? And things are not going back to normal. And the powers that be are making sure that things don't go back to normal. And the reason that they're not allowing things to go back, to what we believe that that was normal, the life that was given to us, and the life that we were all conditioned to live, going to school, that freedom, going out to eat, going to the movies. People miss going out to dinner, hanging out with friends and families. All these things are being taken away from us, to frustrate people, right? And it's a slow process, but it's a slow and there's a consistent process. The reason they're making it so slow but so consistent is, to slowly aggravate people. You already hear the aggravation. The kids, they miss playing sports. They miss going to school. People they miss their old life. They miss the old world, right? And they're gonna come with the solution. Everything is gonna be fine. Everything is okay as long as you take this vaccine, aka the mark, right? As long as you take this vaccine, everything is gonna be all right. You can go back to doing the normal things. You can have the normal life. We can have the normal world once again. We can get back and start functioning again and work our way back to peace, right? As long as everyone participates and takes this vaccine and takes this chip and get marked and get traced and all this other stuff, as long as you take it, you'll be able to operate fine within the system. But if you don't take it, then it's going to be hard for you. They're going to make it more and more difficult for you. It's going to be difficult to go to stores, difficult to I even heard Walmart is about to start limiting the amount of people that's going to be able to come in the stores. Like this man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man, like, people just don't understand, like, the time that we live in and how severe, like, this situation is. You know, people is not gonna understand. Like I said in my previous videos, like they're not gonna get it until like they're really in the fire, until like you really see it. You're gonna slowly do these things. Limit people going into food shopping stores now. Why? Limit people going to this. Limit people going to that. Then, you know, they're gonna make things hard. They're gonna make things difficult until people get frustrated, and they're gonna want the solution that they're gonna provide you, which is the mark of the beast, right? And you know, and at first, people's gonna run and flock to it. The people that's attached to this world, attached to this life, the people that has not given their life to God, the people that don't have the understanding, right? They're gonna run and flock to it because they're going to make life very, very difficult for you. You know, I hear a lot of people saying, I won't ever take that vaccine. I won't ever take that mark. Really? Have you really gave your whole life to Christ? Would you live and die for Christ? Because that's what it's going to take. Because you don't know, you know, the amount of suffering that's coming. You know, so it's easy to say it now that you won't take it. But wait till the suffering comes. Wait till the pain comes. Wait till the starvation comes. Right? Because of the lack of the amount of preparation that we've had. And once they start taking all these things away from us, then what? How are we going to act? How are we going to survive? Right? And you're going to start seeing many people will begin and start to cop out. Many people will begin to say, man, I thought I wasn't going to be able to survive without it. But now I feel like I see that I need it because I have no other choice. Because it's all about survival. Are you willing to die for God? Are you willing to die for Christ? Because that's what it's going to come down to. You know, are you going to be able to withstand the struggle if it comes? So it's so convenient of how they made this thing at the right time, you know, to disarray the economy once again, to put people back in frustration, to put people back in the bubble, and everybody's going to continue to be upset. Why? Because they want their life to go back to normal. But let me give you guys a new flash. The normal that you once knew, best believe you'll never see it again.